At our anniversary dinner, my husband, standing beside his mistress, smirked while handing me divorce papers. Can you believe it? He looked me dead in the eye, right there, in front of 40 people, people who were supposed to be celebrating our 5th wedding anniversary, and told me he was upgrading. He was standing beside this woman I'd never seen before, holding divorce papers he'd just slid across the table like a restaurant menu. He was announcing to everyone that I was being replaced, that I was just yesterday's news. But what he didn't know, what none of them knew, I'd been planning an upgrade of my own, an upgrade that was about to tear his entire world to shreds. And the worst part? The absolute worst part? The room erupted in laughter. His colleagues, his business associates, even strangers who'd been invited to witness my public humiliation, they all joined in. They were literally laughing at me. I just sat there, in my emerald dress, my hands folded calmly in my lap, looking at the man I'd spent 5 years building up, sacrificing for. Harrison, my husband, thought this was his moment of triumph. His grand declaration of freedom from a wife he'd outgrown. He thought he was publicly claiming a better future with someone younger and prettier standing beside him like a trophy he'd just won. But here's the thing, I'd been expecting this. Not those exact words, or the theatrical cruelty, but the performance itself. Because 3 months earlier, I'd stumbled onto the truth about what Harrison had been doing behind my back. And I'd spent every single day since then quietly, methodically, building something that would transform this exact moment from my destruction into his. The phone in my clutch wasn't just a phone, it was connected to the venue's audio-visual system. That yoga friend seated among the guests? She was actually my attorney. The mountain of evidence I'd compiled over 90 days was about to explode onto every screen in that room. And the laughter that currently echoed through that expensive event space? It was about to die in a way none of them would ever forget. But to understand why I was ready, you need to know how this whole mess began, how our marriage even started. 7 years ago, I met Harrison Whitmore at a marketing conference in Chicago. He was up on stage, presenting on commercial property development, looking so polished and confident in his navy suit. The way he talked about building a real estate empire, it sounded not just ambitious, but inevitable. Like he could just construct the future with his bare hands. And honestly, I found that vision intoxicating. We got coffee, then dinner. By the end of that weekend, we were swapping numbers and making plans. Even though we lived in different cities, that long-distance thing only lasted 6 months. He relocated for a property development opportunity that brought him right to my city. Full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next.